Guys, this is Yasmin, who's just finished the Permanent Makeup Startup course with Katy at the Permanent Makeup Training Academy. So Yasmin, we've had quite a few treatments in today. So we had a lady in this morning who we've never seen before, who had brows and liner doing. So can you jog your memory back to this morning and how that went?
Yeah, lovely client. She knew straight away what kind of colour she wanted, even though we'd have probably chosen something a little bit lighter, but you know, we kind of met the client halfway.
Yeah.
And again, you know, Katy gave me lots of tips on how to do that. Eyeliner, again, it was just lovely. It was just really nice having the brows and liner done. So it's something definitely I would promote when I have clients, because I've actually seen once clients have had both done, it does make a difference, you know, to the eye area.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that
Excellent.
was good. But the other thing I must say, that the range of clients, we've kind of worked, I've had the opportunity to work on different types of brows, which has been a really good, you know, experience as well.
Excellent. And and Katy said all the clients seem to really bond with you as well.
Yeah, well, they've been really lovely. And sometimes, you know, you just instantly kind of connect with someone. It's just taken a bit of time to warm up. But once they have warmed up, and I think, again, what Katy kind of says, it's about building a relationship.
Yeah.
So, you know, during that consultation, that's the time to kind of get to know them. And because, again, that builds up the trust as well. So that's, again, been another key learning for me.
So, yeah, so you've seen a lot of the new clients. We've also had, the last client of the day who just came and had her brows done. She's obviously a client that's come a few times to Katy. So was it nice seeing also someone that we've worked on before as well?
Yeah. So kind of, again, hearing her experience. She was going for brows that just needed thickening up.
Yeah.
So again, you know, that block kind of colour you put on brows just needs building up a bit by bit. And again, you know, technique that I didn't realise is, you know, getting the outline of the brows in first, then blocking it in, because otherwise, you know, you'll get to a point where you just can't work on the brows any longer because, you know, they just become too sensitive. Yeah,
and obviously the technical side has sunk in then.
Yeah, definitely.
And then also we had a little chat about the business side as well, didn't we? Because we were just talking about getting your first clients and that. Do you think that was quite useful, like just some of the little snippets we can sort of guide you with here and there?
Definitely, because, you know, now the next stage is to get the models.
Yeah.
But then I'm also looking at in readiness for real paying clients. So that was the, you know, conversation.
Yeah, after your case study, what prices,
So, and the tips you gave were really, really useful, because it's things I can prepare with my client models that I didn't even think about.
That's it. And a lot of people, one of their main concerns when they come on a course like this or set up a business is, oh, what if I spend all this money and I can't get any models or case studies? And then I've shown you sort of, I suppose, a few little techniques of how you can turn sort of one case study into 2 or 3 or 15 into 40 and 40 into 100. And you can see how naturally that can progress as well, I suppose.
I'm just so glad I have signed up for the marketing. Because I kind of feel, you know, because this is the 4th day, then I'm going to go out into the real world and do it. And I don't want to spend all this money on the training and then do nothing with it. So I think what the marketing does, you know, all the books and all of the online...
And you've already been working your way through that.
Yeah, I've already started reading it. It really makes you think about where you are and where you're going to position yourself. But, you know, most importantly, how that's going to go into practice. But also it's kind of almost like someone holding your hand as well, knowing I can say, look, I did this, nothing happened. And then, you know, you instantly go, well, actually, this is what you need to do. And then doing it to get the results. So I'm really pleased I have, you know, signed up for the marketing.
And that's the thing, that's it. And we also try and keep it simple. Like you say, some of the things like when you go, oh, how come this didn't work? And then I say, well, it's because of this, this and this. It's very simple to, once you know, you understand why, don't you?
And it makes sense. And I can't wait to apply the other things. Because again, they're things you can apply that, you know, quite simply. But it's just a different way of looking at it. And, you know, and again, one takeaway from yesterday that I reflected on quite a lot was that, you know, not going cheaply, you know, not offering services free, not offering at a really low price because you're scared or you're worried you're not getting the clients. Actually, it's being confident and having the mindset you will get the clients. And it's then, you know, saying, right, this is why you need to come to me. That's
it. And I suppose on the other side, the flip side of that, that's why here we try and create experts rather than just technicians, people that are going to give a higher service and do the best for the client and therefore charge maybe a little bit more. but make it worth your while and their worthwhile as well.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. I mean, you know, there was one of the clients actually yesterday that was talking to me when Katy had gone about training, and I just said, you have to do it, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that to everyone because I just think it's amazing. And I've always been, you know, I'm a qualified teacher, always been looking for that side business.
Yeah.
And that's when I first came in, that's what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Just something I do on the side, do every other Saturday. But now, at the end of the 4 days, and with that marketing pack, I just kind of feel actually this might become really big.
And actually, and on the other side of that, obviously being a teacher as well and teaching and that yourself, how have you found sort of Kate's teaching skill throughout the course?
I think the 4 days, because I know some academies do it in a day, 2 days. The 4 days, I think
And obviously that's just the start as well. You've had your pre-study, you've got your 4 days, you've got your assessment day, your case studies to do. So you've just done the intense part, haven't you, really?
It's very relaxed, her teaching. And again, because it is one-to-one, you can ask her 100 questions. You're not going to have the fear, oh, I'm not going to ask that because, you know, other people might think, you know, I'm a bit dim. But also, you know, she will see exactly what you're doing. Again, when we're with the client, it's like, well, just lift up the pen a little bit more, or just stretch it a little bit more. And especially when you're doing the eyeliner, there is a technique on how to stretch. And that did take me a few times, you know, to
naturally,
But you know, Katy wouldn't have been able to pick that up if there was 3 other or 6 other girls or boys, you know, in the class. So the teaching style is very relaxed. She's very approachable, so are you. So you kind of feel you can just kind of come in, and especially when you come in, you know, after day 1, after day 2, and you've built up again a relationship with you guys, you do feel that you can kind of just say, right, you know, I want to do this, or I've got this idea, what do you think?
That's it. And if you don't ask, you don't get the answer.
A genuine, you know, truthful, honest answer.
Yeah, and you also know we've been through it before ourselves, and we've, you know, we learned from experience.
And that's the great bit.
Brilliant. Well, it's been great having you here. The clients have loved you, and we're looking forward to seeing how you get this business started. And initially, I suppose, working alongside your teaching job, and then who knows where it may lead in the future.
I'll keep you posted.
I'm sure you will. Cheers, Yasmin.
Thank you.
Bye.